there is a very strong chance that you have already spent quite a bit of time alone. At the same time, you may also have gone on vacation to an island at some point, regardless of its size. But what would happen if we combine those two things? Well, that is exactly the topic of today's video, and for that we are obviously going to need a test subject. The second day begins, you wake up, and to say the least, the first night was not great. At first, you thought sleeping on the beach was a good idea since sand is much more comfortable than rocks or hard ground. The problem is that along the shoreline, you are completely exposed to the elements. But more importantly, your stomach is growling and you are starting to feel really hungry. As far as hunger is concerned, there is no immediate cause for concern. A human can generally survive about a month without eating as long as they drink enough. Thirst, on the other hand, is a much more urgent issue. Your island is fairly hot, and even though a human can survive around 3 days without drinking, that time frame is greatly reduced in a hostile environment. Over the course of this first week, your morale keeps slipping a little more with each passing day. That's because despite all the efforts you put in every single day, you still can't properly meet your basic needs. In fact, finding food and water becomes the main thing on your mind and takes up a large part of your days. Whatever time you have left, you spent trying to start a fire without any success. Because no, you can't just assume that lighting a pile of twigs in a hostile environment is something you can pull off in one afternoon. After 2 months on the island, the relative autonomy you've gained allows you to establish a kind of survival routine that you make a point of sticking to. Your days are split into several parts, each devoted to a specific task, such as gathering wood for the fire or finding food. By keeping your mind busy with a variety of tasks, this routine helps you fight off melancholy and loneliness, two feelings that, for all intents and purposes, never really leave you. Because you're focused on the present moment and on immediate concrete tasks, you don't have time to dwell on the fact that you're alone and far from your loved ones. It's a mental strategy your mind uses to keep you from losing your sanity. Organizing your time also helps you fight boredom and inactivity. You'll even start taking on projects to improve your living conditions and become more self-sufficient. The next step is to build a shelter in a nicer spot than the cave you're currently squatting in. But to build a shelter, you first need to choose a location and figure out how to put it together, and that will take time and, above all, a lot of effort, since you'll need to cut palm branches, weave the leaves together to make walls, and then build a structure to support everything. Anyway, we have only touched the subject briefly, so if you want to know more, watch my full video by clicking on the link below.